Gentlemen and ladies, let me introduce you to my new hobby. I have become an oyster collector while doing my base science. It is a fantastic little hobby. One oyster can provide so much nutrition and valuable life force energy to your system that it can change a man in about 6 months' time. The amazing mineral content of these oysters is just tremendous. Not to mention, the taste is pure bliss. Highly recommend this kind of hobby of collecting oysters and stealing their life force energy. You little clams. Anyway, one thing that has not been my friend, as these oysters are, is circadian rhythms. They've been their one friend, that one smart guy you should be hanging out with, because he could teach you a thing or two about life. But your arrogant ass thinks he's too nerdy. He's pathetic nerd in the corner. I don't need his company. That's how I have thought about circadian rhythms. Because my circadian rhythms have sucked ass. That's been the one thing on my health game for years. It has been absolutely terrible. And these days everybody knows circadian rhythms, these natural rhythms. In nature and in our bodies, things go in cycles, in certain patterns, and more out of sync your asses are, more dysfunctional these patterns are compared to the natural cycles and patterns, more out of sync your body are from the nature, the more problems your ass is gonna have. And those problems are just compounding by the day, by the month, by the year. If you're doing the wrong things gonna get your ass. Now obviously you can have some fun in life. If you so choose, you don't have to become a nutrition nerd. But don't cope about it. Everybody needs to know circadian rhythms are awesome. That basically means you follow the light pattern outside, the natural pattern of the sun, and it syncs your body with the nature, makes your body work good. You don't even need to know about all these.
It increases your dopamine to see the morning sunlight. I'm gonna watch Andrew Huberman PhD.
Guess what? Andrew Huberman is part of the club. The club you and I ain't in. He got some good shit, some base level shit, like watching the morning sunlight. That's good. That's circadian rhythms 101. But he ain't leading you to the base knowledge. I can tell you that much. Anyway, my circadian rhythms, like I said, they've been absolutely terrible. 1 year ago, they were probably the worst of my life. When I woke up, half of the day was already gone. All of the freaking light from the sun was already gone when I was just making my way up out of the bed. That's how bad my circadian rhythms were. And when you are in that kind of pattern, it kind of messes up with your body. You kind of wake up even though you could sleep however much you want. You kind of still wake up kind of froggy, kind of slow, like not very jumping out of the bed with full of energy, like a lightning bulb, lightning storm. No, your ass is slow in the morning if your circadian rhythms are not good. Slimy oyster, so good. And then at the night time, when the sun goes down, it gets dark and your body should be
Sleepy time ready.
but your body's just getting going. The party is just starting. I know many of you feel me. Many of you nerds. No, only gentlemen and ladies was base science. But if you are visiting here, or maybe in your best life like I had, you like to spend your time on computers, on screens or whatever, your body's partying up when it's time to go to bed, and then you go to bed God knows when, probably in the witch's hour, 3 a.m. That's when all the bad shit happens. The witches come alive. But anyway, you go sleep very late. That was my life for decades. Decades. Maybe not decades, I'm not dead all year. For years. And last winter it was the worst it has ever been. Because I was exerting my body. I was abusing my body basically for years, doing all these athletic kind of things. And that also throws your body's chemistry kind of way of the natural sync, because it ramps up your nervous system. I was also abusing coffee, which is full of caffeine, and we all know half-life of the caffeine is God knows how long, so you got all this caffeine in your bloodstream even past 12 p.m. or 12 a.m., whatever the English system says, past the midnight. Oh, we got a little oyster operation over here. Got also your nervous system is ramped up still from the exercising you did. You probably have some of those stress hormones still floating around, cortisol. You abused your adrenaline. So that makes falling asleep kind of hard. Your body is too excited, too energized when it shouldn't be. That's when you know your circadian rhythms suck ass. Those things gonna have a bad effect. Bad effect on your ass. If that continues year after year, decade after decade, the problems, they will keep coming. And the modern world already has a ton of problems, and circadian rhythm just one of the many. Everything affects everything. That's how this shit works. So that was really one of the last missing pieces of the puzzle. At least one of the big ones that's easily fixable, that everybody knows. I guess not some secret. That was kinda all for my little health journey. But something magical has happened. Maybe it's the high meat I've been eating, because it has happened. Well, I quit the coffee That helped. And I quit exercising, abusing my body so much, that helped also. That has brought my circadian rhythm to somewhat more normal level, but it was still not that great, like not amazingly great. Because basically you should wake up when the sun comes out and you should maybe go to sleep when in Finland, when it's winter, it's impossible to go to sleep when the sun goes down. The sun is so little time in the sky, but basically you should be up all night. That syncs your body up. Your body starts to work in all cylinders, firing. You wake up good, and when the nighttime comes, your body is ready for the sleepy time. Naturally, it starts to feel tired. And when you go to sleep, you hit the sack. Your head hits the pillow. It's like that. And you fall asleep. And your sleep should be amazing. One continuous amazing sleep with amazing adventures in your sleep time. Your dream should be adventures. At least that's the coolest way to dream. Spend your night. So something has happened in the past like month or so that my circadian rhythms are now perfect, guys. Maybe not perfect, but they're the best they have ever been. Maybe not ever, but in my adult life, definitely. Something just kinda happened in me. I quit the fruit. Maybe that's playing part of it. I started the high meat and after that I really noticed it. Like I started to wake up much earlier. That's amazing. Like I just naturally, I didn't even try. I just started to wake up like a couple hours earlier than before. And then naturally I started to feel like I want to go to bed a couple hours earlier. And now my circadian rhythms, they're rhythmic, bro. They're playing that jazz, that beautiful symphony with nature. And I'm loving it. Like in general, my sleep has been the best it has ever been during this whole experiment. But especially like past couple, 3 weeks, 1 month or so. It's just been 10 out of 10 sleeps. Night after night. It's been amazing. If I've only been doing this all my life. Like people, like those tribal people who don't got any problems, people up in the nature. Like people who Western prize, Mary Raddick and these kind of people were studying, they don't got any of these diseases we modern people have. They do this shit just naturally all their lives. That's just one part of the game. But it is big one. Like the biggest thing is you wake up feeling so much fresher than the opposite that I was talking about when your circadian rhythms are mumble rapping. So you wake up much fresher and at the night time you start to feel sleepy naturally at the correct time. And I haven't really had troubles falling asleep during this experiment, which is amazing also because so many people, like insomnia and trouble with sleeping is one of the big signs your body tells you that you're fucking it up. If you continue on this path, your health is, you're gonna wave bye-bye to your health, your vitality. And I was there just 1 year ago. I was there. My sleep was kinda terrible. Now it's 10 out of 10. You can make such a big change in 1 year. It takes a little bit time, at least for me. It might take longer for you if you're fucking it up more than I did, or it might take shorter amount of time. And if you make it your like goal, your mission, because I haven't had any mission to correct my circadian rhythms. It just kind of happened naturally, which is amazing. It's just one of the signs that things are working out over here. And those signs are starting to like exponentially add up. Like the raw chicken, at least raw chicken don't affect that negatively. I can tell you that much. So that's cool. But it is all these other things also, not just raw chicken. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share today. Little lecture by Base Science. Thank you for watching. I hope we can go find some oysters in the near future together. What an amazing time that would be. Share some base knowledge and collect oysters so we can steal their life force energy. So our life force energy would become stronger. Thank you for watching. Think about that. Think about that.